Hi, this is Karthik from Design School by WPAlgorithm.com. In this video, I'll show you how Elementor page transitions and preloader animations work, right? Now, when I click on any page or move from any page to other page, you can see this neat little transition with that background and also the logo. Well, you can do this without writing any single piece of code or without using any third-party add-on. I'll show you how in this tutorial. Stay tuned. Now, before jumping into the tutorial, I want to let you know that this is a feature of Elementor Pro. So if you don't have Elementor Pro, now is the best time to get it. And at the time of making this video or uploading this video, it's still in beta, but this is how it's gonna work when it's going to be released within the next few releases of Elementor Pro. With that being said, let's see how you can enable this. So on any page, click on Edit with Elementor. Just go to Elementor interface like you normally would and click on the hamburger menu and click on Site Settings. Under Site Settings, you must see a new option called Page Transitions. Now, if you don't see this option, you have to head back to Elementor Settings in the dashboard, right? Open your dashboard, click on Elementor, click on Settings, and under Experiments, make sure that Page Transition is set to active, and once you set that to active and click on Save Changes, now just reload the page and you must be able to see this option. Just click that and that takes you to this page transitions layout or the interface. So there are basically two things here. The first one is transitions and the second one is preloader. Preloader is usually the animation, the logo or icon that you see along with the transition, right? And this is only visible to user as long as the page is loading. If your page loads really fast, users will see this animation for really short amount of time. So you can start with the background of the animation or the transition. You can choose classic. You can also choose to reduce the transparency of the background. Maybe you can have an overlay sort of thing. You can also have a gradient animation, but classic would be really good. Then you can choose entrance animation, slide in, slide out, or zoom in, zoom out. It's usually a good idea to pick the same kind of animations for entrance animation and for exit animation. Exit animation is when you're moving away from the page. Entrance animation is when the other page is loaded. As simple as that. And you can see that you see the desktop icon here, which means you can set different animations for different devices. Note when I click on tablet, it's automatically set to none, and even on mobile it's set to none, which is a good idea because you can have these animations on desktop to just to spice up your user experience a bit, but on mobile these are not really required, right? And then you can choose animation speed. You can either click and drag the slider or you can enter this in the box itself. You can also click on preview page transition and that will show you a quick preview of how this animation looks like with the zoom in and zoom out. Next is the preloader. Like I said, it appears along with the animation. At the moment you see it at the top, but usually it appears at the center of the page or the transition background. You can pick an image or an icon, right? You can pick any icon you want. You can pick a circle or you can pick anything you want, right? You can pick any animation. You can pick this and then you can choose between different animations for the preloader. Preloader is this icon or the image that appears along with this. You can also choose an animation. So simply you can pick an animation and you can choose what kind of animation you want, right? So as simple as that. So there are multiple options. You can pick any preloader you want, right? Usually it's a good idea to pick image and choose your logo from here, which is what I did. That way users see your logo when the page is loading, which is a good idea. Or you can go with animation and just pick any animation that you want, right? Maybe you can choose spinners, maybe you can choose nested spinners and so on. And again, you can choose preloader delay, animation speed, right? It's again not a good idea to have any delay or anything because this happens only during which your page actually loads, right? So it's not a really good idea to apply delay or anything. You can change the style and the color and the size as well, right? You can play with the size and just click on update, and once you do that, your animation is live. Now you can open up any web page, just reload your website, clear your cache, and just like that you see the animation in action. So if I move from another product page, you can see that in action. Really neat, right? So you can choose between different page transitions, zoom in, zoom out. You can maybe choose fade in and fade out. You can also preview this. So it's very subtle. You can also choose to not have a background, or you can choose to have a white background. So that way your preloader is clearly visible. You can update. And again now, and this applies to your whole WordPress website, even if the page is not built with Elementor, which is a really neat thing. So if I click on this product, you can see that really quick page transition. It's fade in and fade out, and you see that for a really short duration. That's because my pages are loading really quick, and this animation is meant to appear only during that load time during which your other page loads. If your page is taking a lot of time, users will just see the transition or animation for quite a lot of time. So it's that simple to enable page transitions. No coding required, no third-party add-on required, all built into Elementor Pro. If you don't have Elementor Pro, now is the great time to get it. And if you want to learn more about Elementor, such as this, head over to Elementor Basics playlist on the channel. And that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.